Aptera Right to Repair is one of the first things that we got really excited about, and a lot of people do be excited about that. But we notice when we go to the Aptera website, aptera.us, it's not the first thing that they're highlighting. In fact, as you go through their website, you can see that they're talking about, it's driven by the sun, which is really important.
That's his primary
very primary
feature. I get that.
So that's super important, and it goes in. It talks about how efficiency, the efficiency of the obsession we have with efficiency as Aptera, what it does for the planet.
Right.
That's important to a lot of people. All of these are very important, but we think that almost as important is the right to repair.
Right.
And when we talk to the audience here on this channel, you've told us that there's at least two types of people that are very concerned with the ability to repair it or have it repaired locally yourselves.
This is Drive the Lightning, the positively charged EV channel.
Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. And we're going to talk about the subject just a little bit here to see if we're still on the same page, you and us. Is the right to repair aspect of Aptera important to you? First of all, what is it? Sarah, describe it. Right to repair, what does it mean?
Right to repair means that once you have your Aptera, if you get into a wheel pant bender, or you get into a little minor accident, or there's some kind of mechanical issue that comes up with your Aptera, you'll contact Aptera. They will send you the parts that are needed, and they will give you all of the specs, everything, step-by-step directions on how to repair it yourself, or they will provide all of that for your mechanic, whoever you use to normally fix your vehicle.
Yeah, simple as that. And in the earliest days when they were talking about this, they said, listen, we'll come to your house and fix it. If we can't, we will work with a local service provider to get them the parts and instructions, or we'll get you the parts and walk you through, and even have barcodes, like QR codes, where you can scan, like, say, the wheel motor, and I'll say, this is how you replace it without getting fried, because you're dealing with a lot of electricity. So,
and that's important to me.
Right.
We are drive the lightning, not get struck by the lightning.
Yeah. And this is different than any other EV. We drive the Nissan Leaf. I can't call Nissan and say my back wiper's not working. Will you send me the new motor and the instructions to fix it? They'll say, go to the dealership. Well, this is where we get to our two types of people that right to repair will be very important to.
Yes.
First,
number one,
people like us.
Yes.
We want to work on our vehicle. Sarah, who do you trust to work on your car?
You.
And you. And when we can't figure it out, which is a lot, then it's my dad or Dwayne, a friend of ours, somebody we know and trust is going to work on our car. So right to repair for us is a big deal.
I cannot count the amount of money that we have spent on with the Haynes manuals so that you can...
Oh, those big, thick step-by-step breakdown manuals, of course.
Because we have wrenched our own cars for our whole marriage and probably before that. So, that's what we do.
And we're not the only ones.
No, we're not. But wouldn't it be wonderful to have direct access to the manufacturer of the vehicle? Not just that, the designer of the vehicle. They'll send you the actual parts that you need for it and exactly the correct way to repair it.
Yeah, torque specifications, all this stuff that you need to correctly repair your car. So it's a big deal to people like us. And maybe that's you. Let us know in the comments if you're like us. Now, there's several people out there, Sarah, that would just as soon go to get it fixed. But if you have a Hyundai EV6 or a Ioniq 5 from Kia, other way around, you're not gonna be able to fix that yourself, and your neighborhood
shade tree mechanic
guy, he can't fix it either.
No,
because you're gonna have to take it to the dealership, which a lot of us just don't like going to the dealership. With Aptera, you'll be able to go to your neighborhood garage if you want to, because they will deliver the parts and the instructions to that. At least that's been the promise, but we don't see it highlighted on the website. We really think it should be.
We think it's a huge feature. Deal. I mean, when we were wrenching on our 87 Plymouth Horizon and Dodge Omnis, of which we bought many because we were really good at fixing them, it wasn't that bad. But as the technology has progressed with vehicles, it's gotten more and more difficult and complicated to find the alternator on an engine and to try to get, so they're really pushing people to go to the dealership. So this is so refreshing that Aptera is saying, hey, it's not going to be complicated, and even you can do it, and we're going to help you. We're going to walk you through it. I love that.
So that's the one type of person.
Yep.
Before we get to the second type of person, we need to say thank you to the members of this channel. We appreciate you. You're the ones that keep the wheels turning on the the Positively Charged EV channel.
Yep. Welcome, Lola, our new member.
New member.
Thank you for joining.
Yep, and thank you to the Mug Club. You mugs, my mugs, so these mugs can afford to travel to see things in person, to bring them to you. So thank you. We appreciate all of you very much. And thank you for the coffee.
Yes.
You know who you are, Bob Newchow. Okay, so moving on to the second type of person. We reached out to our community and said, what's the longest you've held on to a car? Because you know what the national average is here in the U.S.?
I think, is it like 8 years?
It's like 8 years, but 60% of people are 5 years or less. So most people like us have not traditionally held on to cars for a long time.
Right.
So we asked that question just wondering, well, why do you care about right to repair if everybody's getting rid of their cars in 8 years? Well, this is what we found. As usual, people who are interested in the Aptera solar-powered EV are different than everybody else in the universe.
A unique community.
So this is what we found. We just asked, so how long have you held on to a car? And we got some really interesting examples. For one, Bob Newchow said that he held on to his Ford Explorer for 17 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah, and we have more. Neil Brumley has a Kia he's had for over 19 years. I didn't know gasoline-powered Kias would last 19 years, but Neil's has, and a VW Bug for 10 plus years. Russ Wigg said he has a 84 Subaru that lasts him till 2006.
Wow.
When it was crashed, nobody was hurt. Then there's Jay Busby, who kept his Ford Explorer from 1998 for 20 years until his daughter wrapped it around a telephone pole. She's fine.
Good.
Although I guess she gets the shakes when she drives by that telephone pole.
I
which
would,
you can
yeah,
imagine.
absolutely.
And then there's the king of them all, Tom Bushaw, who kept his Lexus, his 1990 Lexus LS 400 for 29 plus years.
Wow.
Him and his wife.
Wow.
Kept it so long they ended up on the Consumers Report magazine, and then in their local magazine, their local newspaper, and then they sold the car to someone who was happy to have it. So this is this is the second type of people who hold their cars forever, which we didn't know existed. Having the Aptera right to repair means you can keep updating. Because what did Chris Anthony say recently, Sarah? As solar technology improves, what will we be able to do?
Be able to change it out. So you won't have 25-year-old, I mean, you might, if they're still working, you might keep your 25-year-old solar panels, but 25 years from now, if the technology has come so far forward, then you'll be able to update it with the new solar panels and get the latest technology.
Yeah, and so that's true across the board.
Yeah.
You know, as everything improves, you'll be able to replace it. And being a not painted car, but a wrapped car, means that you can rewrap it every 4 or 5 years, whatever, or whenever you like. So it'll always be fresh. So it's just interesting. We want your thoughts. Those are our two types of people we think it matters a lot to. People that do their own work on their car, and people who keep their cars forever, like the ones we mentioned. In the comments, let us know where you stand on this, if you care at all.
Back by popular demand,
Memberships.
We have some options for you to choose from if you choose to support the channel by becoming a member.
First, there's the Sparks level. This is $2.99 a month. You're going to get a cool badge by your name, which is awesome.
It is. And we'll know you're a member when you comment. We'll see your badge.
That's worth the price right there.
Right.
But you also get custom emojis designed by Sarah and discounts for our United States members on merchandise. So that's that level, which is cool. But if you want to support us just a little bit more, then we're going to give you a little bit more.
That's right. If you become a member at the protons level, protons, of course, because they're the
Positively
charged particle.
Duh.
Protons level is $4.99 a month, and you get the badges, you get the emojis. If you're in the US, you get a discount for DTL merchandise.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. And also, you will get early access to all of our videos unless it's breaking news. We put those out right away.
Of course.
Yes.
Now, if you can't get enough of the Positively Charged EV channel, you can spend $9.99 a month.
Yep.
Hey, it's only $10. What is that a day? You know, divide that by 30. No, really, what is it?
Oh, I don't
33
know.
cents or something?
A couple coffees, $3?
Not even a cup of coffee. Yeah,
$1.
$3. How much?
I'm really bad at math, and you know this.
Alexa, what's $9.99 divided by 30? It's like 33 cents a day.
Right.
Yeah, I think she's worth it. We're worth it. The show's worth it. But here's what you get.
This is not a pressure sales
Not a pressure sales page.
But you will become a Lightning driver level member.
Just the name to be able to go
Don't
around
you want to be a Lightning driver?
You can go to work.
We did. That's what started this whole thing.
Tell your friends at work and your family and your schoolmates, I'm a Lightning driver. That's worth $10, a month. But you also get the badges, you get the emojis, you get the discount,
on
you get the early access.
Yes,
and there's more.
Yep.
Bonus footage.
Which could include extended interviews. Sometimes we edit them down, but then for our members, we will release the entire interview. Also, might include bloopers if we ever do anything wrong.
Right. So don't look for that. But a lot of times when we do an interview or something like that, where we're talking to somebody, we don't show the whole thing to everybody.
Right.
But to our members, we get permission from them to play it out for our members. So there'll be some on the membership page now, when you join right now, from past interviews where you'll get to see more of it than anybody would have ever seen.
Right. Unless you were a member before, which if you were, thank you.
So that's it for our membership program. If you want to join, join. If you don't want to join, don't join, but you should join.
But also, maybe most importantly, you would be getting our heartfelt appreciation. We really appreciate everything you do to support the channel.
And you're helping us feed our cat.
And so Rugen would like to say thank you.
And we'll look forward to reading those comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can. It's free to subscribe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you like it. If you don't,
yeah. And as usual, if you don't like this, don't tell anybody about it. If you like it, tell everybody. Jan, Sarah, Driving Lightning. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.